All right, welcome everyone. My name's Sue Brooke. Today's July 23rd, 2025, and I'm here with my awesome co-host, Chuck Casto. Say hi, Chuck.
Hey, everybody.
Awesome. So, Chuck and I have been doing this show for a while now, and we are so excited to bring on two guests that neither one of us, I don't think you know either one of them either, right, Chuck?
No, I don't. I love their names, though.
Yes, and I will tell you, I know. I will tell you, how did they get on the show? How did we choose them? Well, I'll tell you. Oh, I guess I'm the one that chose them.
You
First of all,
chose them this time. Yeah, right.
I did. So, first of all, Xavier is in the Alignable Insider Community Group, and I've just seen posts. Like, he posts things and he helps people and he posts great questions. And I just found out he's only been on Alignable for a month. A month.
Oh, my
And I'm
goodness.
like, he's already doing everything right on Alignable. Like he just stood out to me right away. And you know how that is, Chuck, when people stand out and they're like, they
You
make an
never forget
impression.
them. Yep.
Right. And then Becky, I was actually referred, I think somebody on the Alignable team said, oh, they shared I know what it was. They shared a testimonial that you gave, Becky, about that you're a sponsor on Alignable and how it's gotten you business and it's done well for you. So I'm really excited to hear that story. That's why I chose you to be on here too. So quick introduction from me. I'm Sue Brooke. I've been a member of Alignable for many years, since about 2014. I met the co-founder in on the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California. And I had a tutoring business at that time. Well, it was bigger than that. I had two locations. I had a big learning center and a private school. And I've been on Lineable ever since. When I sold my business in 2015, I found out I had a sister on Ancestry. I'm getting a lot of fun facts here. And I moved to Northern California, got on Alignable, and my phone started ringing. So that's kind of how my journey's been on Alignable. I've actually been a member of the Lineable team for about 5 years, making some changes and really going to be digging into my business again here on Alignable. And I'm going to pass it over to, oh, a fun fact, I live in a motorhome. I've traveled all over the country. This is where I've been over the last 4 years, meeting Alignable members all over the country.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Love
I'm
that
here.
map. That's
I
that's
know.
snazzy.
Yes, I've been a lot of places, haven't I, Chuck? I've
You
met
sure
people
have. And back
everywhere.
again. Yeah.
Back again. Okay, good, quick intro, and then we'll hear from these awesome guests today.
Okay, terrific. Well, I'm Chuck Casto. I'm the head of communications, content marketing, news, and research here, otherwise known as the Content King. And I am also an entrepreneur, and I'm going to be beefing that up too in the future. And we're going to be talking about that later. But, what I really love is making as many entrepreneurs and small businesses as famous as humanly possible. So that's really what I'm all about. And I've been doing public relations and marketing and social media and all of that for coming up on 34 years.
Wow.
I know, I know. I started when I was 10. So that's the fun fact.
Right. You're hilarious.
That
First
was
of
an
all,
old 10-year-old. That's Becky was like 10, really?
yeah. Me too. Me too. Anyway, yes, the cool thing about Chuck and I is we become good friends as we've worked together over the past few years, and both of us are here and because our purpose in our lives are to help small business owners. And that's why I've connected with Chuck, because he really does want to make people famous, and I'm kind of the similar way. I want to help people be successful in business. So let's get some, you two can unmute, and let's start with Becky. Will give us a quick introduction and a fun fact about yourself. How about that? That
All
nobody
right.
knows.
All right. So my name is Rebecca Wells Phillips. I'm an author here in Asheville, North Carolina. I too live in a camper.
Oh my
Um, yeah,
God, you're kidding.
yeah. So I have been writing since I was in high school in 1987, but I didn't publish my first book until November 17th of 2023. I
Mhm.
have written and published 3 books now. And my fourth book is coming out August the 4th, and it's called Hurricane Helene Resiliency After the Storm Part 1, where I interviewed victims of the hurricane and have photographs and a timeline and suggestions for preparations for future storms. And a portion of the proceeds will be shared with those victims that I interviewed, about 15 of them, and also the charity of my choice, Beloved Asheville. And so, my fun fact is that I love riding my motorcycle with my girlfriend, and I'm terrified. I used to be terrified, but I love it. I'm like whenever you have your dogs at home and you go, "You want to go for a ride?" And they go, "Yeah, yeah." And they go out to the car, and they run, and they jump in the car. I'm like that with the motorcycle. So that's totally not normal for me because I'm very fearful of things. But yeah, that's a fun fact.
I love it. And Becky, I didn't know you were from Asheville. I was there a week before the hurricane.
Wow.
And I parked in a cute little thing. It rained a lot when I was there, but I got to go on a tour. I got to see beautiful, beautiful Asheville. Went to that little taco shop on the river that was so cool, and
Mm-hmm.
it broke my heart when I saw that. It really, really, really affected me. And my book came out this year, and I'm giving all of the proceeds. I want to find a place to donate any money that I get from that book. So we
Yeah.
are going to talk. So thank you for
Yes.
that. And I can't wait to see your book. So
Thank you.
Xavier, go ahead. Do a quick intro.
All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Xavier Wooten, and I'm the insurance agent in DFW area, in the Texas area, and I one of my main uh customers are people turning 65. We call them T65s, and so we pivot off of that to enroll um people turning 65 into Medicare. We sell um, long term care insurance and annuities and all of that jazz. One fun fact about me is that I like to do bingos. I like to do line dancing.
All
I like to
right.
do cooking shows. And I play like, well, I try to play like three instruments: the piano, the saxophone, and the guitar. Well, and the drums. And so
Wow.
that's a fun fact about me.
I
Wow.
love it. Hey, we got something in common. My first business was a ballroom dance studio. I used to teach line dancing and all kinds of dancing. Yes. Oh my God, that's so funny. I worked for Fred Astaire Dance Studio. And then I said, oh,
Wow.
people pay a lot of money for that. I'm going to start a business. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was young. Anyway, that's awesome. I love it. Okay. Chuck, you want to kick us off with finding out about these amazing people? We were recording this, and I can't wait for everybody to learn from them. Oh, real quick, if you guys have questions for them as the show goes on, put them in the chat, please, and we'll do our best to get to them. Go ahead, Chuck. What's
Okay. Becky,
Yes.
so talk to me about the sponsorships. We don't talk about those a lot. Talk to me about what you sponsored and what came of it.
Well, as I said, I've written 3 books and I'm having my fourth one come out. And what I've learned is that your books don't exist unless you market them. And so
Right.
it's expensive to pay people to do that for you. So I've been doing all my promotions on my own. And so when Alignable had that advertised, I was like, well, I trust you guys because I'd already found someone to do the book cover for Hurricane Helene, and I'd been recommended by certain people within the Alignable network, and I was pleased. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to throw my money out there and take a risk, I said, well, let me do this. So I went and looked at the cities, and I picked Asheville, of course, because it's big. And then I think there was like 16,000 members of the Asheville one. And then I live in Candler specifically, so I picked that one. And so I pay so much per month. And of course, you tie into like a 3-month commitment. And so
Right.
the newsletters, I think, are weekly that come out, and they're
Yep.
electronic, and they get sent out to everybody in those networks. And I've had people send me messages. I've gotten so many leads off them, whether it be questions or do you need help with anything? I mean, I've got my decals for my car, I've got big old decals. I mean, it's just been amazing because people have reached out to me just because I had that picture of my book on there, and people are very interested in Hurricane Helene. And so it was a very good investment for the money, and I would do it again. probably for every one of my books, honestly.
Oh my gosh. That is pretty amazing because I wouldn't have thought of that. I mean, about just promoting a particular product. So that is amazing. And plus it's pretty important to that area. So I totally get it. Oh my God, I love that. And how long have you been on Alignable, Becky?
Well, honestly, probably like 3 months, 4 months, I think maybe. I did go to one of your in-person networking events, and I made connections there. But then I've also participated in probably about 3 or 4 of your networking online events. So I mean, it's bad. I can't remember, but anywhere between 3 and 4.
A short amount of time. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Hmm.
So you've met EG then. So is
Yes,
EG
I
I love
love him.
him. He's
He's a
awesome.
great guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I was there, we did an event there for his and we did it at the mall in the axe
Mhm.
throwing place. That was fun.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, that was fun. Anyway, thank you for being here. So awesome. I love that story. Xavier, same question, like how long have you been on Lineable, and what is any success stories you might have with anybody you've met or anything that's happened so far in 1 month?
I know I've only been on Alignable 1 month, and I am a avid user.
Great.
I stay on it all day, checking my connections, checking my messages, checking my posts, replying on posts, commenting. That's one of the best things, that you get to network with so many people. I've gotten over 285,000 views in the time that I've been on here. And I just fell in love with it. I got over 5,000 clicks. I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know what life was before Alignable.
Wow. Well, we don't either.
Wow. Well, I'm amazed. So let's get into those of you who might not know what he's talking about. Like, how does he know that? You got on the premium plan, right, Xavier? So can you tell us what made you decide to do that and how it might have changed from when you were on the free plan?
It's night and day from being on the free plan. I was actually I got on Alignable through I went to a wine and walk, and one of the sponsors for the wine and walk just sent me an email about Alignable, and I was like, what is this? And so when I finally found out what it was, I instantly fell in love with it, and I wanted more connections. I wanted more credits, and so I decided to invest in getting the premium. And the premium unlocks so many good features for you. One of them that I talked about is the insights, and so you're able to see how many. Let's see, you're able to see how many views that you have, how many actions that I did over 1,000 actions to get to the 287,000 views, uh, 5,000 clicks, 40 referrals. It just gives you so many tools to because you have to have SMART goals. You have to have attainable and trackable and measurable goals, and it just gives you that opportunity to do that.
Wow.
Perfect.
How about you, Becky? Have you, when you switched to premium, did anything different happen for you?
I swear I don't know that I went to premium. Did I go to premium?
I think you have to be a sponsor to get the good deals.
Oh, okay.
Somehow
So that tells
yeah.
you how much I know. I've been so busy with the book that I haven't paid much attention. That's right, because I got more connections, where I could make more connections with people. So that's the biggest thing, is reaching out. I'll go through and look at people. But for the most part, through the sponsorship, I get people contacting me, or I get that report that tells me these are people that have clicked. And so I go in there, and that's where I spend my time connecting with people and asking them to join my network. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as
Great.
smart as Xavier. I'm kind of lazy. I'm letting things come to me with sponsorship.
You two could help each other out too. That's the thing. That's great. And you're newbies. I mean, you've only been here a couple months.
That's amazing. Amazing,
So
amazing.
fun.
Oh, you're a verified member, Rebecca. So just if you upgrade to premium, just watch what happens. That's when you get the insights page and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully this book will do really well and I'll be able to afford to do that.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I might have a little discount code I can share with you
Okay,
today.
cool, cool. All right.
Yes, she might. Yes.
I might. I'll see if I can. Anyway, okay, so man, we got a lot that was a lot of value just in that. We can
That's
just
a
do
whole
it here.
lot. Yeah, I think we're done. No, just kidding. Anyway.
Exactly. What do you have for him? What other uh uh questions do you have, Chuck?
Okay, I would love to know, and since you guys are such newbies, this is really a fun one. I would love to know, Xavier, who is the most interesting person you've met on Alignable so far, other than yourself, because you are very interesting. You'd be up there in my top 10. Um,
100%.
I think the most transformative person that I've met is Dr. Hill.
Oh,
oh,
He actually
yes,
gave me
best friend.
an amazing recommendation. If you look at my profile, he's a man of God. I fell in love with him when I first talked with him. We instantly connects. He keeps up with me. I've joined Engage Pro. That's another project that he's working on.
With Tom Gay,
Um,
I believe, right?
with Tom Gay, and I mean, just in a little short time, he helped me create my profile to be more itself, talking about what you do, to who you do, to who you are. And I mean, if you haven't met Dr. Hill, he's definitely somebody you should be introduced to.
oh, I love him. I got to hang out with him in
100%.
person. Yeah, I got to meet him in person when I was up by Chicago, Naperville. What a cute little town. And he's just amazing. I could hang out with him all day long. Everybody should meet with him. We'll try to post a link to his profile when you get that.
We
Oh,
should. We should.
I love it.
Everyone loves that guy. He's a celebrity now.
He
Through the
is.
contest, by the way, which
Yeah.
again makes people famous. It's great.
Yes. How about you, Becky? Who have you met that has helped you on Alignable so far?
Well, with my books, I have been looking for ways to advertise for free, right? And so someone suggested podcasting. Of course, I don't have time for that, but I have time to be a guest on podcast. So on Alignable, I can't remember if I reached out or if he reached out, but it was Damon Cunningham of
Okay.
Two Mics Up in New York City. And so he has been doing his own podcast for years. So he had me on there as a guest and he called it Words of Power. And we had just such an interesting discussion. It was like he knew me for years. And then he did this amazing recommendation for me on Alignable, which almost brought me to tears. And he sends the link out and I can keep sharing his podcast with me. And he has just uplifted me and gave me so much confidence in what I'm doing. And I can't thank him enough because he was actually my eighth podcast. Like I've done
Oh
different podcasts, but
my.
he was the eighth one. And I almost didn't do it because I'm like, I'm so tired. It takes a lot of time to kind of get prepared for that. Plus, people ask you questions, and you don't know what they're going to ask you. And so I almost didn't do it, but then I'm like, well, I haven't done anything in New York. I've done podcasts in Washington and Oregon and different places, but not New York. I'm like, what the heck? And so it was amazing. It was wonderful.
I love it. Are you in the groups, the podcasting groups on Alignable? Because I know there's at least one, and there's probably people in there that would want more guests on podcasts. I'm
I'll
assuming.
make a note to look that up.
Yeah, just look up. Everybody could do this. Actually, if you're a podcaster or maybe you're looking for that, I know that podcasters are always really, really, really struggling to find guests. So
Mhm.
they love that. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That's really cool. Awesome. So Anybody else that you guys want to talk about that or success story that you've had so far before we get into
I do want to bring one thing up.
okay.
Along the podcasters, any podcasters listening to this, either, live now or as you're looking at the tape, um, I have noticed that some people use podcasting as the new networking, where they interview each other on each other's podcasts, and then someone does that. And like Janice Debo in Oregon has a great podcast I could tell you about. Um, John Petros in Drake at Mass has a great podcast, and they build up this unalignable
Hmm.
as another way of networking because so many people have so many podcasts and they end up showcasing each other and getting basically it's podcast, it's becoming a podcast referral partner through your
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah,
Wow.
anyway, just wanted to throw that out. I
Uh,
have a question for Xavier. Xavier, what else do you see? You've only been here a month and you're using your profile and you're using all these things. I'm trying to talk over my cat who's meowing here. But I want to know from you what you've only been here a month. What's 6 months going to look like for you?
Oh wow. Well, 6 months. I hope to have over 1 million views.
All
oh,
right.
Yes. And so that's posting engagement, um, doing awesome visuals, meeting people, introductions, making sure that I do recommendations for people, and I plan on. I've already made a client that I call more of a friend. Tom
Hmm.
Lassiter. I met him at Alignable at Tracy's, the guest that y'all had on last time.
Yep.
Tracy's in-person meetup, and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
she's great.
and
great.
I've helped. I'm thinking about getting. I'm an insurance agent, so I'm thinking about getting licenses in other states
Mhm.
so I can sell
Oh,
insurance in other states. I mean, it has opened up my eyes completely to more avenues. And I'm just surprised at how Alignable has changed my business s- so strategically.
wow. Have you
Wonderful.
do you attend do both of you attend Smart Connects? Are you been doing
have.
those?
I have at least a couple, but I wanted to tell y'all that I'm looking at my sponsorship dashboard right now. And so with this newsletter or the sponsorship, I have 14,896 total views and 135 leads.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful.
I
So
love
I suggest everyone do the sponsorship.
awesome.
Wonderful.
Ooh, we're gonna share this with our spot
With
the
Joe.
yeah, they're gonna have to spread this all over the place. I want to mention something though, just because listening to you guys, and I know you both are new, so just I want to put this out there. So the reason I asked if you're actually networking and going on Smart Connects and engaging in groups and meeting people, I teach people how to use Lineable and all my best secrets as a business owner myself, and I always tell everybody Alignable is not a social media platform. It really isn't about how many views you get. It's really about the really strong relationships that you build. Just like Xavier, you talked about Dr. Thomas, who I've equally built a relationship with him. And that is the most important thing of all is how many strong relationships can you build so that when those people are out networking and attending Smart Connects, they're telling people about you.
Mhm.
So that's why we love talking about the kind of relationships and what you're doing to build those relationships. So have you guys been on some Smart Connects? Have you had any, Xavier, have you had any meeting anybody on a Smart Connect that was interesting?
Um, well, I've actually met Jason Integrity.
Oh yeah,
And that guy is a ball of just goodness.
he is.
And so I love going to his Smart Connects.
Yes, Jason is amazing. And everybody stay tuned because Jason and I are doing another goofball event here pretty soon. He always talks about don't be a goofball, which is like when you post things. That's why I got attracted to Xavier because I saw that he wasn't doing goofball behavior as Jason would talk about. He was actually helping and supporting and posting things that people just to help people and get people to have discussions. Rather than, hey, I'm an insurance agent, everybody should hire me, I'm amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like that does not work on Alignable at all. So that's really awesome. I want to kind of know, I'm going to ask you guys, like, what is your daily habits on Alignable? Like, what are certain things or features on Alignable that you check? Do you go to your network page? Do you check, what do you do? Like, what is your daily habits? Do you get on, check your messages? Do you reach out to people? Do you follow up? Like, any tips on how you're using Alignable on a daily basis? Becky, you want to go first?
I'm on like 10, 11 social networks because I'm an author. And so at 5:30 in the morning, I wake up and I go through all of them one by one. Alignable is usually the last one I go through because I go through it with my email because they are kind enough to send me updates whenever someone sends me a message or someone has created a lead. Again, I'm lazy, so I go to my email and it tells me what's going on. If I just click on one of them, then it brings me to Alignable and I just go and look at the bell, look at the notification, look at messages, and I go down through there and I make sure to respond to all and any messages. I read the post discussions like Xavier. I think I've even made comments to yours. And I that's how I just really depend on Alignable to tell me what's going on. And I just make sure to respond to everything.
Ooh, that's a good one. How about you, Xavier? What's your daily habits on Alignable?
Wow, I'm blown away, Becky. uh, I was just gonna say, I get on here all day. It's such a, I guess a treasure for me to respond to business owners that actually want to engage with you on a higher level. Um, and I check the bell, ding ding, and I just go through and I make sure that I respond to every single person that put a comment because they took their time out to respond to me. I check my messages. Um, I got 200 connections in the short amount of time that I've been on here. And so I make sure that I respond to everybody because Alignable does a really good thing. When you make a connection, you can send a message to that person. And I try not to do the canned messages.
Right.
I try to actually put something that lets them know that I'm a real person. I really want to connect with them. And so I do that. And I think the last thing that I do is I create a post that is meaningful. I actually use ChatGPT to help me, but I make sure that I go back and I edit ChatGPT's version to make it more authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that. You have no idea. That is be still my heart. I teach that all the time, and it's like never use those canned messages. Have you been to my trainings before? Did you learn? Because I teach all
Yes,
that.
I didn't want I didn't want to be a fanboy on here, but but I actually been to your training and it leveled me up so much that I had to go again.
Oh, you're gonna get Sue to cry. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're hanging in. We're hanging by a thread here. Oh my
Oh my God.
goodness.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, I hope everybody who's listening right now heard Xavier just literally gave you guys a lot of golden nuggets just in what he just said. Okay. Follow up. Don't use AIs. We have the AI networking coach that we all use on Alignable, but I always edit those. If I ever even want to use the stuff they're saying, edit them. That's AI is just taken over our lives in such a crazy way. And we all know that AI says the same thing to everybody. They're not.
Yes. So don't do that.
No, I'm sure Chuck, you probably use it in your PR stuff. It's like,
I
no.
use it, but I rewrite it to sound like me.
Oh yeah.
It has to sound like you, right? I mean, it's a personal relationship. I mean, Becky, I'm sure you do too. Yeah.
Yeah, being an author, I try to be authentic with my comments for the book.
Yeah, I'm sure. I just have to say, you two are so busy on Alignable and other things. I'm surprised you even had time for this gig
Well,
today.
I was outside doing my live events because I do a live event every day for 3 of my platforms, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta go. I've got to do a call.
Oh my gosh. No, so yeah, and okay, I want to bring this up because you both actually mentioned this. The recommendations on Alignable, for me personally, when I moved to Northern California and I didn't know anybody, and I got on Alignable way back when there was nothing on Alignable. There weren't groups, there weren't anything, there weren't events, there was nothing back then. But I got on Alignable and I met people from Alignable, and then we shared recommendations, really personalized, written from our heart recommendations. And I'm not kidding. My people would call me all the time. Hey, I saw that my friend recommended you on Alignable. I want to hire you. And that happened to me all the time. So I want to make sure if there's any other tips on writing recommendations and how you guys have used it, because you've mentioned it a couple times. Either one of you. Xavier, you were the one that was talking about it a couple of times here too.
I think the main word is being authentic. I think Stephanie just said using AI should be limited. You can use it as a basis, but um, just really try to put in a product that they sell or they market. Read their profile and really try to put in something that makes another reader want to work with them.
I agree.
Very
100%.
good.
Oh, I had another positive thing that happened. I went to the Alignable in person, and met EG. And there he introduced me to Carrie Jordan Myers, who's also a writer as CJ Myers. And so when she found out about my Hurricane Helene book, and also I've written 2 autobiographies and fiction, she asked me to write a piece for her book called The Other Side of Fear. So I actually wrote a story for her to put in her book. So that was another thing that I don't think would have ever happened if I had not gone to the in-person Alignable event.
I love it. And
That's
you both have been
fantastic.
to our alliances, right? So you've been with Tracy, who I've been there several times. We did some big old events in Fort Worth. So that is awesome that you guys do that. Any other tips for anyone here about finding those in-person events and how to use them to grow your network?
I mean,
Any
I just know it's hard because of COVID. People tend not to really want to be around other people, but we have to get past that. I almost died from COVID, so anytime I can go somewhere socially, it's a step forward. And the events tend to be small. Like I think we had maybe 35 people, and it was small enough that I was able to talk to everyone there. And there were people who did like massages and therapy and had uh, gyms and stuff like that, and they were offering us discounts. So if you go and there's something of interest, you probably will get a coupon code or whatever, or even a free session. So it's definitely worth going.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, I love in-person events. How about you, Xavier? You've been to some of Tracy's events?
Yes, like I said, I actually got a client from Tracy's. It was at a barbecue spot, um, and it was you get free connections if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right.
You get free connects to if you sign in, and I was able to connect with a lot of different business owners, and it wasn't just about me; it was about them too, and making sure that I was not only a participant, a willing participant, but I actually listened to some other business owners, and it was a great experience.
Wow, I love that. I love that you said that it was really about them too. And by the way, Reverend, I hope you heard what he just said. When you go to these events and you check in with your on your app on your phone, you get to connect with everyone else from that event for free without using your connection credits. So it's a way to connect for free. Those local events are very, very important. And the other thing, I don't know if any of you know, I don't even know if Chuck knows this yet, but it's a pretty new thing that they're building on Alignable, is that if you are on our paid membership, you're a premium member on Alignable, or on the, I think it's any paid membership, I'm not sure exactly, but you will get something when you go to these events that will tell you exactly who's there or who's registered, who is your ideal referral partner, and who your ideal customers are, so you know exactly who to go talk to. And that's why it's so, 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 so important on your profile to list and know exactly who your ideal customer and referral partner is. I'm going to actually share the replay. I just did an event right before this that was amazing. And my mentor, who taught me everything I know about ideal customers and referral partners, was there. I'm going to share that link with you guys. It was amazing. I highly recommend you attend that and learn and get really, really nailed down to who your ideal customers are and your ideal referral partners, because Alignable tells you how to find them. They actually go out to all the millions of profiles and say, here you go. Here's your ideal customers. Go network with them, right, Chuck? It's like,
Yeah.
it's amazing to me. You know, you just go to my network page and it actually tells you who in your network is your ideal customer and referral partner and who they know too. Have you guys even used the Alignable 360 networking
Yes.
page? Have you? Okay,
Yes.
what have you done?
Good.
Let's hear
So
from you.
on there, it says these people have 360 contacts that they can connect you to or introduce you, and it gives you the opportunity to introduce. And I've had people, pull me into those meetings or those text messages and say, hey, I want you and Frank to connect. We feel like you guys would have a good relationship, working relationship. And so that's happened a lot too. That's something I'm not looking for, but it's happening.
Wow, that's
Well, it's good too, and who knows who might want to read one of those books or know
Yeah.
somebody who
Yeah.
knows
Like,
somebody who would that book would be just right for them, you
well, what
know?
just happened was someone wanted me to be introduced to this artist photographer, and he's actually sponsoring an event here in Asheville this Friday, August the 1st from 5 to 9, where he's taken professionally, done photographs of everything from Hurricane Helene. And so I reached out to him and asked him if I could bring some of my bookmark business cards that have Hurricane Helene resiliency after the storm on it. So I could hand those out at
Yeah.
his event. And he's like, heck yeah. Plus, any proceeds are going to go to Beloved Asheville. So that ties me back into my charity of choice. So yeah, Alignable's been absolutely amazing. And I tell people there that you guys are nothing like LinkedIn, because I feel like LinkedIn is kind of a waste. But you guys are very personal and timely, and it's amazing how much I've been able to accomplish with Alignable. So you guys, I trust you explicitly. So
And
Well, that's fantastic.
I like the original view of the network, the Alignable 360, because it gives you so much more information about who you're talking to. I like to use my iPad because it puts everybody there in front of you, who you should connect with. All the way. I like to go to the area, to my area's connection, because I'm an insurance agent and I can only write in Texas. So I go to the specific area and connect with those people. Um, I I do something too. um, I go to the profiles and I like the recommendations. I like the people's posts, and it kind of in Alignable will tell them that they've liked their recommendations. It gives you more views. It gives you a warmer introduction into that person, and so I like doing that. I call it kind of fishing to see if someone will connect with me back.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Um, Here's something I've noticed you doing, Xavier, in particular, is like I was saying to I've already mentioned a couple times how you're in these groups and you're asking questions, and people are, commenting and reaching out, and you're helping other people and answering questions and things like that. And I've heard this from a lot of people, and you tell me if it's happening for you already. And this happened to me when I first started on Alignable. I started doing some similar things, and I never had to use my connection credits because everybody wanted to connect with me. So I never even used all my connection credits because I was helping everybody. And I've heard this from many, Chuck and I, we've
Yes.
interviewed tons of people that say the same thing, but have you seen that? Either one of you, Xavier, I know you probably have to. People are connecting with you and you don't have to use your connections. Is that so?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
happening because I'm lazy. Remember, I'm not lazy, but I'm lazy when it comes to going on Alignable because I got so much other stuff going on, and that's what's happening. They're coming to me.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes, those posts. I just love the authenticity of the post. When people, when you reply, make sure you put reply and make sure that you um tag their name into the reply, and that Alignable will send them the notification that you replied directly to them,
Mm.
and then they'll send you a connection request, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Authenticity works, and Alignable will tell you very frankly, matter of factly, that this is not authentic. We don't like it. Reword it. And so I
Yeah,
know I was gonna get some
authenticity
laughs
is
on that
key.
because it's happened to everyone.
Yeah.
And so I just love how Alignable keeps it authentic. It keeps it the people focused.
I
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. The other thing too is the more you're doing all of this, Xavier, just exponentially what happens. Well, that's why you're getting all these views and all that. The more you do it, the more that it tracks your behavior, the better the matches will be too. I mean, of course, you want to have the ideal customer information in there and ideal referral partner information. You really want to hit that. But then as you go through and they're like, well, is this your ideal? Give us more on what you would like for a referral partner. I've seen that a couple of times and just makes all the sense in the world. And it does keep track of it. And it does, especially when you're an insurance agent. I mean, your referral partners could be anybody, you know, and your customers could be, well, as long as they're in Texas, right? Could be anyone in Texas. So it tracks all sorts of behavior and I don't know, it's amazing. Even having worked here for 7 years, I look at it and I'm like, wow, that's really something else.
I
Yeah,
love it.
and Chuck, also it, um, I love how you put that because it allows you to really hone down on who you want to connect with, and it sends me real estate agents, other insurance agents. It's like you might want to connect with these people, and it's not about competition.
Uh,
It's so much greater than that. It's about connection
Mm.
and who you can how you can help out your community.
Yep,
oh my
sure
God, you're
is.
becoming one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Just all the stuff you're saying is like we may have to do some events together, Xavier. But it's so
Well,
true.
Becky too. Becky's something else. I want to
Oh
know
my
more
God.
about the writing and the books and what she's doing for marketing, but maybe that's another event we do, Sue.
Oh, 100%. I am excited to talk to you, Becky. I'm very
Well,
excited.
I do tell everyone about Alignable because I have been taken 2 or 3 times now where I've paid for something and not gotten what they promised. And
Mm.
so I tell everyone that Alignable's been really the only place going forward that I feel safe to do things with. And I take my chances, and you guys have not disappointed me at all because the scammers aren't on Alignable. They're really not.
We
Oh,
do our best. We are
yeah.
do our best to clear them out. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
trust me, they do that. I have to go back to what you said, Xavier, that I completely this is what I've believed forever is there's no competition. I do not believe in competition. Uh when I teach my ideal customer and how to, I just say when I talk about this kind of stuff, when I had to start an after school program in my small town in north of Los Angeles, my I was friends with my best competitor. But he did pretty much exactly what I did, just a little different. And they just offered things just a teeny bit different. So we would refer people all the time, and everybody's like, "But he's your competitor, your number one competitor." I'm like, "Yeah, we're good friends." And I want to also say, if there's any other insurance people in the house, I always use this example. Insurance, just like you, Xavier, this is like such a great example. Not all insurance agents can work in every single state. So I have talked to so many insurance people that you're in your industry group on Alignable. Everybody's in their industry. If you're in real estate, you're in real estate. There are so many referrals and people that work together as referral partners in the insurance group I've heard about. It's amazing to me. Amazing to me. Have you found that already, Xavier? Have you been
Yep.
spend a whole time in there?
I actually helped a gentleman from California. And he has a recommendation on my page. That he got kicked out of Medicare. He needed some help, and I was like, I don't care if I don't have a license there. I'm gonna help you. And so I was actually at another event. We did a Zoom, and we I was able to help him enroll into an appointment with Social Security Administration through Zoom. And it was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm not lying. You can check my recommendation. It was so amazing. And I want to say this, Becky, I'm scared of writing books. I want to write a book.
You need to
And
write
your
a book.
smile has just warmed me up and made me want to write a book.
You need to.
I love
Anybody
it.
can write. Anybody can write. All you gotta do is put your pen to paper or type on the computer like I do in Word. And you do not have to edit. You don't have to know structure. You got people you can hire for that. Even I can edit stuff to make it look and sound right. So if you want to write something, just sit down and write.
I agree. And
Get it
it's
out. Yep.
it's funny that you guys are, I'm excited that you're here. Becky, I didn't even know you did books until you got on here. And that's a passion of mine. I wrote my Networking with Heart book, um,
Mm-hmm.
and became a bestseller literally overnight. I put up a bestseller campaign, and the next morning I opened up, I was #1 in 4 categories. It's very
Wow.
exciting. And I've also done compilation books where each
Yes.
author, they contribute a small fee to put their chapter in the book, and we promote the heck out of them. And I'm getting ready to do that again. I'm just putting it out there. I've been
Yeah.
Sue,
waiting.
save me a chapter. Save me
Oh,
a
you're gonna get
chapter.
a chapter.
I'm
Oh, you
in.
guys, yeah. So I'm super excited. And then what we do is we make everyone a bestseller. We put it up, and then we all
Mm-hmm.
just promote it. So everyone in the book, even you just have to write one chapter, and you get to be a best-selling author.
Oh,
It's
that's awesome.
and so I've made a lot of people. I've done 4 or 5 of those, and I'm excited. I haven't done one in a while, so everybody stay tuned.
Yes.
And Becky, we got to set up time to chat for
Yes,
sure,
we
Oh,
because
for sure.
oh my God, I love that you're doing the one on Asheville. That's in my heart. All of you are in my heart. So yeah, the
do.
stories were heartbreaking. Actually, I don't know if EJ told you, but I interviewed him, and Chuck wrote how we
Yeah.
wrote we had an article in the newsletter that after that, and it was
Right.
Cool.
heartfelt. So
That's awesome.
we'll have to find that, Chuck, and send it to her.
We will. We will, for sure. Yes, indeed. Past newsletter. We'll Google it and find it.
Yeah.
Sue, what do we want to do in the next 5 minutes or so?
Well,
What do you think?
I definitely want these two to give us their final number 1 or 2 tips that you would give to anyone brand new on Alignable. So what is
Great.
your, just whichever one of you want to go first? Who wants to talk about your top tips, 1, 2, or 3 tips for a new member on Alignable? Let's start with Becky's looking up in the air, but go ahead, Becky.
Okay, so number
Oh,
1, I would say that if you receive any messages from Alignable, whether it's a notice about an event or someone who wants to connect with you or someone sent you a message, that you you have to respond, and I don't want you to respond like 8 hours later. I want you to respond as soon as you see the message, even if it's just a short response. Okay, so that's the most important thing, because you get busy and your emails pile up. So that's the first thing you got to do. The second thing is, come out of your shell, do something you've never done before, which may be go to an in network event, in person that event, or go on to the online meetings and events, Smart Connect or whatever. Just do something you've never done before. Take that chance. Because I even did one where they like put us in breakout rooms and stuff, and it was like you got two different people, two different businesses, and even there, I was introduced to people in other states, and it was wonderful. Even Canada, I had a woman from Canada. So do something you've never done before, and just take that chance, because I think you'll be rewarded in some way.
Awesome. Oh, that gives me chills. Good job. Xavier, what is yours?
Post daily, I guess I could say, and be authentic. Reply to the people that took the time out to post to you. Um, Optimization. Keep your profile clean and do the tags and put pictures. I love the pictures that I have on there because it shows that I'm a human. And it shows that I really love what I'm doing. Have an event strategy. Um, Go to events. If you can't go in person, make sure you do the smart connects, because it goes fast but it's powerful. And I think the last one is referrals and recommendations. You can capture somebody's heart. You can actually get into their heart and pump some blood out of there by doing some recommendations. I can't say that enough, because people actually read those, and I've gotten business off of, like, there was like, I read your recommendations and you're such a nice person, and I'm just so happy to meet you. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Awesome happens when you feedback into other people. If you, I think I forgot who did the quote. Maybe you can remind me. Um, if you, Zig Ziglar, I think it is.
yep.
Mm,
If you give people what they need, then they'll automatically give you what you need.
Exactly. You help enough other people get what they want, then you get what you want. I say that all the time. It's in my head. I created cards with those on there.
it's how
Um,
it works here too, and in the
all
world.
all
Yeah.
the time. So real quick, in the last minute, in the chat, I posted a link to the Alignable University group where you can ask questions. You can see replays of this event and other events, and attend other events. I'm doing a lot of events in there to teach people how to use Alignable and how to network, how to do marketing and things for your business. There's an Alignable Insider community for anyone who is a paid member on Alignable, so you get to hang out with those people. Are two of them. There's, if you want to apply to be an ambassador, which both of you should become ambassadors for, or group leaders or something. There are applications there to become a leader on Alignable. You'd both be amazing at that. There is a link to the YouTube where you can see the replay of this event and others. My mastermind every Friday. YouTube, please come on, please, please. You would offer so much amazing help to the other
Yes.
people. Plus, you can ask people. Everyone come to my mastermind on Friday. They're totally free. Been doing it for over 5 years. And there's your 20% off premium if you want to try it out. There's a coupon. You got to grab it right now, though, because you can't get it anywhere else. So
Hmm.
grab that coupon right there if you want. And anyway, thank you guys for being here. I so appreciate it. I'm so glad I think this is the best, one of our best,
It
really,
was
really,
it
really.
was terrific. You were both terrific, and I just want to say, keep your eyes open for more events that Sue and I are doing,
Mhm.
because we are going to be branching into a whole other set of events very soon. And we're going to have just as much fun, if not more fun, doing those events moving ahead. And I wanted to just tell everybody, I just posted here, I'm about to post, this is my business that I'm building up soon, and it's Casto Marketing Communications. And please connect with me, because I want to stay in contact with all of you terrific people. And keep, let's keep on keeping on, right?
100%. And Chuck, you and Becky have got to talk, because Chuck, I'm telling you guys, Chuck's the PR king of the world, and we're going to be doing a lot more things together to help people learn how to get free PR for their business. Chuck and I've done a couple of those events.
Yep.
And I'm doing the same thing with help with people with their marketing and getting everything out there. So yeah, just stay tuned. This is called mystery marketing. We're going to keep you a mystery, but I'm going to send you guys all. We got to quick because our time is up, but I'm going to be sending you guys a feedback form from me, and watch your emails for that. And please get back to us to see what you'd like to see in the future. So thanks, you guys. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank
It was so
you.
Thanks,
fun.
everyone.
I
Thanks,
love you
Sue.
guys.
Bye.
My favorite people in the world. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.